Yo, 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 Big Kiss back up in here. We got the company man, Justin Hunt, with the video called Kendrick Lamar GNX and Shakespearean Shakedown. I seen some of it, man. I said, this is a wonderful job right here. Y'all already know. This brother is intelligent. He's smart. I always study him because every time I study him or see a video, he says a word that I never heard of before. So let's see if we can figure out some words he gonna drop on this one. I already know he gonna cook on this one, but yeah, we gonna get to this video. I will leave a link in the description. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
It ain't about getting bigger all day. It ain't about the number one record all day. There's other ways to be bigger.
Oh, y'all heard what he said?
Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here.
Hold on, I don't know if that's give me a copyright or not.
Judging from the PG Lang hat Dave's rocking, it looks like it was recorded post Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Here's Kendrick.
Our theory is really, how do we stay underground? Regardless of how much success. So.
Oh, Dad said, how do we stay underground? So that's why, be humble. Oh, sit down. Oh.
They may not know it until I say it, but that's been the nigga theory the whole time. Stay underground. Even with this album, it's like, okay, this album could have been a chart topping success on a commercial level. I know this one. You stay underground.
Our theory is really, how do we stay underground regardless of success? Stay underground. Now, Kendrick made mention of that during his Grammy acceptance speech for Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, but in retrospect, it really is clear as day if you consider his releases. Let's break it down. Good Kid, Mad City is a smash, but also a grounded coming-of-age concept record about family, gang culture, and violence. To Pimp a Butterfly eschews mass appeal and focuses on challenges unique to the Black diaspora, leaning into jazz and soul and funk in a decided.
He don't want to lose the essence. He don't want to lose the essence and that something you could that soulful feel. Yeah, I get it.
Unjazz, unfunk, unsoul era. It's a masterpiece by all accounts, but 180 degrees from mainstream hip-hop soundscapes, noted by its lack of chart-topping singles. My favorite Kendrick project, Damn, hit the charts like a comet in contrast, tackling spirituality and human nature and moral reckoning, while sending Humble and DNA, two trap songs all about being better people, mind you, to Billboard #1s. And when expectations were highest, Dot went inward on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, delivering a dense, multi-layered conversation on therapy and generational trauma. It's a beautiful record, even if it is lacking in the hit singles emblazoned across his previous release. Whether sonically more palatable for mass consumption or otherwise, contextually, every release tackles weighty themes typically stiff-armed by, as FD Signifier describes, the commodified.
Oh, FD Signifier be cooking too. But in my immature stages of life, I didn't understand the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers and the was it how to Pimp a Butterfly. It was like, all right, this shit is musical. But when I start listening to it, I'm like, this ain't for the chart. It ain't about the charts. That's when I was like, yo, it ain't even about no numbers. And then I started to mature more, like, get on my spiritual journey and all of that stuff. I'm like, oh, I get it.
Culture industry. Here's Dave Free.
It's like the roller coaster effect. It's like you can keep people on this pace forever, and then eventually human cycle will always normalize itself to whatever is happening.
Yo, that's so true. That is so true. Like the world be creating things for us to have a hyper reality and all of that. So when you look in, like I study YouTube a lot. So when you look in, like they working with AI to see what people like and stuff. Said people like, they like content where you get authenticity. They like that. So with Dave, this what he's saying. It's like people always come back to the basics. People gonna always come back to the basics, to the core roots of who they really are. You know what I mean? So it's like all this little hyper stuff that's going on, man. People gonna eventually get tired of it. Everything that's hyperactive, you're gonna eventually get tired of it and want to come back to the basics.
But if you give people like just some type of variation, you know what I'm saying? They can't get used to you. They can't put their finger on you. And the more you can keep people on their toes, the more interested they stay in for a longer period of time. And that's really the medicine to this shit. Is like, cause we all humans. Like, human nature's gonna kick in eventually and start dictating our moves. And we look at that like, okay, what race have we ran too much? Alright, now how do we focus on this spot that we probably didn't put any energy into?
It's like the roller coaster effect. We look at that like, what race have we ran too much? How do we focus on this spot that we probably need to put more energy into? I mean, roller coaster effect is an apt description of the 4 diss tracks Kendrick tossed at Aubrey Drake Graham during this Shakespearean Shakedown. It's like the same strategy at the core of Kendrick's classic catalog was condensed into 4 different, completely different listening experiences and approaches to dismembering the 6 gods' character and status. There's Euphoria's bar-heavy 6-minute assassination. There's 616 in LA with the Al Green soul sample and angelic peaks that barely feels like a diss track at all. There's the horrifying Meet the Grams. Then finally, Not Like Us, DJ Mustard certified party up anthem. I mean, that entire week will be remembered forever. Dropping back-to-back diss tracks twice, scathing world building complete with Shakespearean levels of justice and revenge and corruption and mortality and character dissection, compelling even if Drake isn't a real person, might I add. From RDC World to Screwface John, internet reactors ain't good. Think about this. Dot really did what COVID did. Hip-hop will literally never get over it. But rap battles rarely end after the.
Hey, this picture is fire. I don't know what AI you use, but this joint is official.
The end of the main event. Jay and Nas kept the subs flowing in the years following, for example. Drake dropped an album's worth of leaks on his Plot Twist account, just about all of them littered with subliminals. Public figures of all types made comments and answered questions about this Shakespearean Shakedown. Everyone seemingly had something to say except for Kendrick. Jeremy Heck calls it the greatest 5 tweets in Twitter history. 3 diss tracks, a Super Bowl announcement, an album, and now a stadium tour featuring SZA. Outside of those, the 2 tracks tossed on IG, 616 in LA and Watch the Party Die, the Not Like Us and Squabble Up videos on YouTube, and the Harper's Bazaar interview with SZA, away from those, we hadn't heard anything from the
5 deadly venoms. The 5 deadly venoms. And he was working with RZA, I think.
Now undisputed King Kendrick Lamar. I mean, even though he rarely engages online, there's a consistent theme coming out of Kendrick's camp that Dot sees all. And in that context, GNX truly is the ultimate post-battle response album, and his scope is widened significantly. It's as if so many people said so many things that Dot had so much to get off his chest. It's like he says on Whacked Out Murals, it used to be fuck that nigga. Now it's plural.
Fuck everybody.
For example, on TV Off, when Dot raps, nigga feel entitled cause he knew me since a kid, bitch, I cut my granny off if she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lacked big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel. Is he talking about Game? I don't know. But Game spent his summer
Look, he said, I don't know.
for Drake, that's what I do know.
My kids want concerts.
Hold on.
On TV Off, when Dot raps, nigga feel entitled cause he knew me since a kid. Bitch, I cut my granny off if she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lacked big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel. Is he talking about Game? I don't know. But Game spent his summer caping for Drake. That's what I do know.
My kids want concerts, tickets. Nigga, they in that bitch.
Or these are Squabble Up.
That's what I do know. 50 deep, but it ain't deep enough.
50 deep, but it ain't deep enough. And Dodger Blues, so fly in this bitch. 50 on me, don't die trying and shit. Are those...
It's a lot of disses in GNX, bro. I'm telling you. It's one. Oh, who we got? Did some breakdowns? It's a lot of disses up in there.
Those bars aimed at 50? I don't know. But 50 did spend his...
I don't know.
Summer doing his best to rehabilitate Drake's reputation. Dot did flip J. Cole's I Let Nas Down into I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Whatever, though. Is the implication that, unlike Cole, he's willing to stand on his square? I don't know. But I know Cole apologized at Dreamville Fest. That's what I do know.
And I was conflicted.
Was don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman, that's law, aimed exclusively at Andrew Schultz? Absolutely not. Nope. But I know that Schultz looked like a thirsty interloper begging to be dissed by K-Dot. That's what I do know. Bruh. Questlove, Ice-T, and Isaac Hayes.
Hey, he killing me with that. That's what I do know. I don't know.
Hayes Jr. all had criticism for K-Dot mid-battle, and as Chillin' with Moni pointed out, all three were subtly alluded to in the Squabble Up video. They said he don't put on artists from his section. GNX blessed 8 new artists from various sets around his section with global attention. They said he takes too long to drop. GNX was crafted in a season, and considering it's only 12 tracks, GNX is remarkably diverse in its efficiency. It's like every type of rap fan got 2 tracks from their favorite sectors within the genre. Let's break it down. The Soulful Heart Part 6 and Gloria sonically feel spiritually connected. The same for Peekaboo and GNX, which both flex quintessential West Coast bounce. Squabble Up and TV Off are ready-made party anthems. Yeah. Luther and Dodger Blue pull the R&B heartstrings. Man in the Garden and Reincarnated are salutes to hip-hop icons Nas and Tupac over classic samples in their catalog. Whacked Out Murals and Hey Now spill aggression with barrels full of subliminal shots.
That's on my body.
They said Doc can't make hit songs. He added 3.
And that AI is fire he got right there. That joint where he got the feather pen, that is fire. Hold on, let's see that. We got to see that. I need to learn how to work some of that AI too. That's fire. Hold on.
Make hit songs. He added 3 #1 records to his resume in 2024, and GNX is the first rap album in history to have its entire track list stay within the Hot 100 for 3 weeks straight. 1 second applause. Maybe there is something.
Yeah, that's it right there. That joint fire. He got the pen.
To this dot sees all conversation. Consider this. GNX also contains considerable outreach to Southern California's Mexican community. Mariachi singer Dayra Barrera opens the album and is interspersed intentionally in significant spots of importance. Apparently, Dot appreciated her performance during the World Series so much he put her on the album, which gives credence to how quickly this project was made. Her appearance feels like the minimalistic versions of the DJ Kid Capri pop-ups on Damn, or the phone calls on Good Kid Mad City, or the poem on To Pimp a Butterfly, or the tap dancers in Eckhart Tolle on Big Steppers. Then Peso and Lefty Gunplay, 2 highly viral Mexican rappers, make memorable appearances. I mean, of course, Crazy, Scary, Spooky, hilarious is turned into a meme on its own. Ironically, it might be the most viral 4 words since YOLO. But also Peso, every time he says, I broke a heart and you the type to go and fix it, I die laughing. The Mexican presence on GNX makes the whole project feel like a love letter to Los Angeles. Now, this is not confirmed, but I believe that's partly in response to criticisms that came from Mexican podcaster Icon following the pop.
And he just interviewed him too. He just interviewed because he was the one like, oh, Kendrick ain't put enough Latinos on stage and all that. Like, that was his responsibility. They can feel entitled because they knew me since a kid. Hey, look. A company man is cooking right now.
Icon posited that Kendrick Lamar's Juneteenth show didn't have enough Mexican presence. To put it in context, just a year before, and again this week, Fat Joe struck the wrong chord with Black Americans, the community that factually created hip-hop itself, when he said that Puerto Ricans were 50-50 in the creation story. And during Hip Hop 50, no less. Joe's been trending in the wrong direction ever since, and now is the picture of what a walking terrible take looks like. But that entire conversation inspired Tariq Nasheed to create the Hip Hop's Hidden History documentary, chronicling the origins of the creators of the culture. And that documentary ignited a tidal wave of debate with graffiti artists, breakers, Crazy Legs, KRS-One.
Told y'all, everybody who's rubbing shoulders with Drake is going down. It's going down. Tell you. Word,
Lord
fine.
Jamar, and pioneers from each element. Now, I had Tariq Nasheed on this channel to talk about all of this. Check it out if you missed it. But this was a big deal. And I think Kendrick heard that conversation too. And I think that for a few reasons. One, Not Like Us is a unifying anthem that can be applied in all sorts of ways and became a slogan for that specific conversation. Two, on Man at the Garden, he says, how annoying does it anger me to know these lames can speak on the origins of the game I breathe. That's insane to me. That statement is open enough to be applied to all sides of the divide, but it also connects to that specific conversation as well. And then three, the day after 200 million people watched the pop out on Juneteenth, when Icon said there weren't enough Mexicans on Juneteenth, Black People Day, the backlash was massive and impactful. They keep saying Kendrick sees everything, and I think he saw that too. Culture was a primary theme in his attack against Drake, and West Coast culture largely unified in support of the Compton Kid. Simultaneously, it's impossible to truly unite Los Angeles without including LA's largest community. And the inclusion of lefty gunplay and peso and mariachi singer Deira Barrera is a strong rebuttal to Icon going viral for saying Mexicans are underrepresented.
I didn't mean to offend anybody when I said that, and it's unfortunate if I did. The point I was trying to make was that there was a lot of headlines that Kendrick united all of the LA gangs, and he couldn't have done that had there not been any Mexican gangs on stage as well.
I mean, that was just one of the many.
Nah, but you ain't got no business complaining, because, I mean, what are you doing? Where's your pop out at? Where's your pop out? You ain't got no pop out. Like, yo, and then, matter of fact, when y'all get together, where we at? How many of us are y'all putting on? That's my problem. Like, damn, we be like, we just get everybody here. Y'all come with us. But when it's daytime to shine, we ain't nowhere to be found. Like, come on, man.
Many unexpected side missions, this battle and the tactical nature of Kendrick Lamar's Shakespearean Shakedown brought to the zeitgeist. There was the whole Ebony Prince Riddler-esque side mission. EP was in possession of all the items Dot used for the cover art on 616 in LA and Meet the Grams, and online investigators kicked into action trying to figure out if something happened at the Mark Hotel with Drake and Christopher Alvarez.
Hey, shout out to the Ville, man. The Ville was on it. Well, he still be on it. The Ville is on it. The Ville be on it with who the mole? Who the mole? Oh, they the mole? Oh, let's see. Okay. I'm where the mole at? Where the mole? He on it. Word, he's bond.
Disabled journalist from the Brooklyn Eagle. There was Drake's weird appearance on dicey Kick streamer XO Snow's Monkey account. Drake explained his presence on the stream by saying Kick told him to support her since Kick is run by gambling site Stake, who Drake has a partnership with. Now with GNX, during one of their frequent captivating live streams, Thought Crimes pieced together a list of connections between allusions K-Dot made on Peekaboo to Drake and the passing of XXXTentacion. There are several more, but the consistency of these well-placed Easter eggs and everything Kendrick dropped this year has added lore to this Shakespearean character dissection. To a population, the idea that the embassy might actually get raided is a real possibility. Dot said the rabbit hole is deep. I can go further, I promise, on Not Like Us 7 months ago, then added everything means something in Latin on the letterboard featured in the Squabble Up video 3 weeks ago. And now the audience is heavy in detective mode. Theories and side quests have remained relentless throughout this entire Shakespearean shakedown.
Oh, shit, buddy. I gotta dig a little deeper.
Now, no one likes my Machiavelli 7-day theory, but the parallels between GNX and Pac's combative classic are spilling all over the place, man. Spilling.
Hold on. He got a theory? He got a 7-day theory joint? I got to go check that out. I got to check it out because I'm sure he was cooking. And I mean, people be cooking, but they don't think they be cooking just because somebody in the comment section was like, nah. Bro, that don't mean nothing. Let me get my hands on it. We gonna see what he cooking with. And I know the company man. I know he cooking. I know the company man cooking. I know he is.
Everywhere. Both are 12 tracks. Both follow double discs. All Eyes on Me and Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Both take place with major label upheaval in the background. Dr. Dre had left Death Row and Kendrick left TDE. Me and My Girlfriend was Pac's metaphor for his gun. Gloria is Dot's metaphor for his pen. Dodger Blue represents for the land with a similar energy to Machiavelli's To Live and Die in L.A. Machiavelli prominently featured his collective The Outlaws. Kendrick prominently features a number of up-and-comers from various sets across L.A. Lefty Gunplay, Peso, Dodie 6, AZ Chike, Hitta J3, Wally the Sensei, Siete 7 Times, and Young Threat fill a sort of...
I ain't even know all them names. I only know Peso and Hitta J3 and Lefty Gunplay and Threat names. No, I gotta do my research. But Peso could rap. Peso know how to rap. For real, he could rap.
Outlaws type role on GNX. Reincarnated is the Tupac track on GNX that samples Made Niggas, which was released in 1996, the same year as Machiavelli. Both are lathered in aggression and birth. While both men were embroiled in beef, Pac called out all names on Against All Odds. Kendrick drops almost all subs that fit shade and comments people have said in reaction to his Shakespearean Shakedown. I mean, Dot even name drops Against All Odds on whacked out murals twice. He says, against all odds, I squabble up for the dividends. Against all odds, I showed up as a gentleman. I mean, how much more do we really need here? 1 second applause. The parallels.
He was cooking. I don't know why you say people came for him. That's that's messed up, man.
Jut out like a green hat with an orange bill, sure, but there are differences, of course. 1996 Pac was 25 years old. 2024 Kendrick is 37. He's had the benefit of time and study to not fall into the same traps. For example, The Heart Part 6 not only feels like a thoughtful, sincere ode to the conclusion of Kendrick Lamar on TDE, but it also feels like a lesson learned. He raps, to all my young niggas, let me be the demonstration. How to conduct differences with a healthy conversation. If that's your family, then handle it as such. Don't let the socials gas you up or let emotions be your crutch. Pick up the phone and bust it up before the history is lost. Hand-to-hand shake is good when you have a heart-to-heart. Now, that verse hit me personally since in my one interview with Kendrick Lamar, we actually talked about his relationship with TDE. It was in 2011 following the Brooklyn Hip Hop Festival. He, Q, and the team were leaving the venue, and I interrupted them guerrilla journalism.
You hear that? What's the dirt? You hear that? So before you think you on some type of pedestal, he interviewed Dot back in, what he say, 2013? Calm down, bro. Stop looking at people's subscribers account and thinking you better than them, bro. Look at it, bro. You gotta respect people, man, the work that they put in, man. We wasn't even thinking about this stuff back then, man.
Style, that's what I was on. Here's what he said. Exactly. Team. That's what hurts maturity of other artists. When they don't have a good set of people around them they can actually trust. A lot of people go into this business with just themselves and just the talent. At the end of the day, you need loyal people around you that believe in you from the jump and can get you to the next level. That's what Top Dog Entertainment did for me, man. They brought me in the game when I was 17 in the studio just rhyming. They were fans of me and said, you know what? We believe in you and we're going to tell you our honest opinion. And I did. I live with it. I got hurt a few times in the studio sessions, man, but it all made me a better person, a better artist at the end of the day. I got hurt a few times, but it all made me a better person, a better artist at the end of the day. Now, that conversation is part of the reason why I connect so directly to The Heart Part 6. It's not only a beautiful end to an era, but also a really necessary message. Don't let socials gas you up. Work it out with your family. Preserve the history before it's remixed, lost, or stolen. Right. 7 months after the Shakespearean Shakedown, and we're seeing all kinds of fans and media members attempt to remix the history of this battle, championing family matters as if the score isn't fully settled, as if there's some debate left to be had. Tweets like this: family matters deserve not like us success. No, it didn't.
Who
Family
wrote
Matters
that?
been receiving so much love. There's some debate left to be had. Tweets like this: family matters deserve.
Is that Cole? 2.9. That Cole wrote that? No, don't let me know that's Cole who wrote that. Let me calm down. Somebody that's on Twitter, let me know if that's the real J. Cole. That joint got 2.9 million views. Family Matters deserve Not Like Us success. That's some hating. Hey, if that's Cole, I see why.
Deserve Not Like Us success. No, it didn't. Family Matters been receiving so much love on my timeline all week. Y'all finally waking up and realizing Drake won that rap beef. Shit. Joe Budden said it's aging well. What? Charlemagne said,
hold on, company man going there. He said, shit. Hold on, we gotta get that again. Hold on. Shit. Hold on.
Tweets like this. Family Matters deserve Not Like Us success. No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
Family Matters been receiving so much love on my timeline all week. Y'all finally waking up and realizing Drake won that rap beef. Shit. Joe Budden said it's aging well. What? Charlemagne said,
Family Matters is probably the best record. Not Like Us is the best song.
How, Sway?
Call it modern media's addiction to false equivalencies. Call it the product of a superfan-focused marketplace. Call it a bunch of talking heads hoping to position themselves for a Drake interview in 2025. Whatever you call it, the Family Matters remix, the Family Matters propaganda is in full effect.
You serious?
Salute to Mr. Busby on Twitter. He posted this week. Family Matters was the better overall record. Is the new Takeover was the better overall record. And he's absolutely correct. Much like Drake versus Kendrick Lamar in the aftermath of Nas versus Jay-Z, there was a lot of coke coming from Team Hove. Here's
everybody that's taking up for Drake and fighting for Drake. He totally ignoring these people, bro. From Gilly the Kid to Charlemagne, who else? Academics, the number one, Maul. He ignoring all those people, ain't say a what's up, ain't tweet him. Thanks, bro, for taking up for me. None of that. He goes straight to Aiden Ross, and that dude on stream don't nobody know. Like, that lets you know y'all got to remind me to react to that abso-effing-lutely. That abso-effing-lutely, she did a video about how Drake don't like us. He not like us, and he don't like us. I gotta react to that. It keeps slipping my mind, man. So much stuff be coming out.
Jay-Z straight off a string of platinum albums and Billboard chart toppers and explosive radio tracks, bending the culture to his will by dropping annually. If you didn't like Hove, there was nothing you could do about it because Hove stayed in your face. Every year, he delivered chart-topping heat, a groundbreaking feat at that time, and much more frequently than Nas. Hove was the consummate winner and seemed almost snotty in his success, sitting on top of the world while rapping at an elite level. This was the shiny suit era, and no one was as luxurious lyrically and literally as Jay-Z. Nas added luxury to his conversations over the course of the decade, but always included imaginative, culturally grounded storytelling like I Gave You Power and Money and Black Girl Lost. He was somehow both commercial and underground simultaneously, and though his numbers were rapidly declining, he undoubtedly remained the undisputed people's champ. Now, Nas and Hove have been subbing each other for years before their Cold War went hot, and when those last two surviving members of that mid-90s Big Four finally collided, when they finally went head-to-head, it took place over two primary tracks, Takeover and Ether. Now, to me, at that time, Ether was mainly your mama jokes. It was hard, no doubt, brutal even. It definitely struck an emotional chord. And to me at that time, I thought a large part of that had to do with Nas saying the thing that most people really just wanted to hear Nas say. Fuck Jay-Z. Although I had a much deeper appreciation for Nas then, and I still do now, truthfully, to be honest, even though I had a much deeper appreciation for Nas, I felt like he lost. I thought Nas lost because the blueprint was incredible and Takeover felt like all facts in comparison for me. When soon as Jay-Z said that's one hot...
Bruh, I used to bang Blueprint back to back to back to back to back to back. Get your own possibility. Sounds like a love song. Sounds like a love song. Y'all know that's Jaguar Wright, right? Yeah, that's Jaguar Wright.
hot album every 10-year average when he's doing math in a rap battle, counting his releases, talking about one hot album every 10-year average. That's all I needed to see. That's all I needed to hear, because I personally felt like every time I bought a new Nas record, it was worse than the previous. And then ending his verse on Takeover with a riddle only Nas would understand, diabolical.
Yeah, just keep that between me and you.
But in the immediate aftermath of Ether ruthlessly swaying the culture back to Nas's side, Hov got too cocky and went on Hot 97 and delivered an on-air response, Super Ugly. Now, this is where the battle was lost, because on Super Ugly, Hov answered the riddle he left at the end of Takeover. He revealed that he, and inexplicably Allen Iverson, for some reason he felt like it's a good idea to snitch on AI, he had actually smacked bellies with Nas's baby mother. He said, skeeted in your Jeep, left condoms on your baby seat.
Jesus Christ.
Which was way too much for that era. In the shadow of the deaths of Biggie and Tupac, and that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker, no one wanted to hear a battle turn Super Ugly in that fashion. So Hov overdid it, kind of like he said on Takeover. Don't make me do it to you, Dunny, because I overdo it. But he overdid it, and the backlash was so massive that he went on air, back on Hot 97, and did the unthinkable then, but truthfully, something J. Cole can actually relate to. He apologized.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Here's what he said. Mom put in a call and said that went too far, and she's never, ever, ever called me about music. So I was like, okay, I'll go shut it down. Once again, I apologize. I felt like I didn't think about women's feelings or Nas's former girlfriend's feelings or even my mom.
I ain't know Jay-Z apologized. Oh, I ain't know that. And J. Cole was under Jay-Z. Okay, so that's a lineage of apologies.
It was really like, let me meet your level of disrespect with this level of disrespect. And probably most telling, since this is the—
Hey, look, y'all go make sure y'all watch the whole video, because Company Man is cooking. He about to cook a whole lot more too. And I want to encourage y'all to go watch it yourself. But yeah, I'm gonna leave a link in the description. I ain't mean to pause it right here. We looking all like that, man. Scary. Damn, my bad. Hold on.
The first major rap.
Right, there you go. All right. But damn, I'm choking this. Hey, look, I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to that channel, this channel, and the other channel that I just did. Hey, I appreciate y'all so much, man. Y'all got me to 2,000 subscribers in a matter of a week. What was that, a week? A week and a half? I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to be slow. 30 subscribers, maybe 50 or something like that, 20. Damn. Y'all gave me 2,000 subscribers. Man, I appreciate that, y'all. I appreciate that, y'all, for real. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think of the video. He's cooking on this one. I like the edits. I like the AI with Dot sitting there with the feather pen. I like all that. That's fire. That is fire. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Big Kish signing out. I'm gone, y'all.